Lonely Attack on the Different World, web novel, chapter 93. I don't think a mushroom addiction gotten from the healing mushrooms can be treated. Day 37, evening, Amoy Town. I secured cash, plundered it from the girls, seized all their funds. No one has a penny anymore. I have no use carrying this gear around since I can't equip it anyway, and it is too expensive to be sold to vendors. Well, I hid most of the really good stuff and disposed of the rest. Though it basically was a low-priced sale to get rid of the inventory, I made a huge killing since I got the items for free anyway. Easy money. I'm rich. I'm rich again. Bow before me, dirty peasants. The bargain sale approach threw their sense of economy and reason out the window, making them spend as much as possible. I took every single coin from them. I can't sell all of my loot anyway. That being the case, I should use this chance and get currency from the classmates. However, it was a surprise that the president had that much money. She probably was frugal, saving up until now, even though I just took all of it. I wonder what she is going to do with all that mountain of weapons and gear. For now, I avoided a lecture with the bargain sale of equipment, somehow slipped through, barely grasped that chance. I wonder if it's also an effect of Kyojitsu. But it is still too early to say that I made it into the safe zone. I'm not completely sure that they had a lapse in memory. I can't be certain that I won't get scolded despite doing nothing wrong. And the reason for that is that somehow I always end up getting lectured anyway. Then let's seek it, a perpetual ally of justice, a ray of light illuminating the truth, an infallible proof of innocence. Yes, let's buy dried fruits. Armored Prez accompanied me. As expected, girls like shopping. Though the bargain sale scene shocked me a bit. Even the so-called Dungeon Emperor must have been terrified of that hellish scene of utter madness. Since she is a person of this world, it probably was her first time witnessing a bargain sale. The geeks, so obsessed with weapons and armor, were kicked, stomped, knocked away, and left lying on the floor like used rags, without even getting to see or touch the items as they couldn't break through the wall of girls. Couldn't they handle the Sphinx on their own if they went like this? For some reason, the general store became a lot bigger. Not only did the store itself become larger, but also its assortment of goods. This looks promising. I wonder what new items they've got. Oh, it's been a while. I heard that you went missing in the dungeon, so I was worried. But you seem all right. Oh. She seems normal today. Did she beat her mushroom addiction? She looks like a typical general store clerk. Long time no see, I guess. Though I don't know how much time it was. I don't know the date. No one would tell me. Actually, I came to buy stuff. Did you get new wares? I can pay in both coin and shrooms. And please sell me all the dried fruits you have. I look around the store with Armored Prez. She should need everyday items, right? And she also has no supplies or changes of clothes? I wonder what counts as daily necessities for a skeleton. Well, she seems to be having fun looking around, and I gave her a lot of pocket money, so she should enjoy spending it. It's probably been a while since she last went shopping. Looks like the clerk lady broke, out of order. She might have escaped her mushroom addiction, but the after effects are still hitting her hard. She is probably beyond repair, since she was ruined by healing mushrooms in the first place. Thud. The time has stopped. We exchanged firm handshakes without saying a word. The deal is sealed. I took every single penny from her. Being done with the bulk purchase of supplies, I was now checking various stalls and buying up interesting stuff like a rich man. I restocked on the oil, got more spices, found a net, and also bought all of the dried fruits and sugar I found, like a rich man. Armored Prez was also carrying sundries in both hands. Looks like she indeed was unable to go shopping on the lowest floor of the dungeon. She seems to like it a lot. Makes sense after spending what must have felt like an eternity in captivity doing virtually nothing. Spending what must have felt like an eternity, and still claiming to be 17 years old. Lastly, we go to the club store to sell weapons. Has this store gotten bigger as well? Though I can't expect anything from its selection of wares, it's nothing but clubs. I also tried to show some metal weapons among the clubs, The owner rushed to me with all the money the store had. Even though these are leftovers, the unsold stuff that no one wanted? Dungeon weapons? And is that from the lowest floors? Made from rare materials with the first-rate skills attached? And even with special effects? What is this? I thought that this old man was a club enthusiast, but he is making a huge ruckus out of metal weapons as well. Even though I brought the cheapest stuff, which I thought he might be able to buy, but he seems to struggle anyway. Well, for now, I took all of the money he had, while the old man was making weird sounds, entranced by the weapons. The usual pattern, just the usual thing. Sadly, even Armored Prez, who seems to be very fond of shopping, had no interest in clubs. Well, it's unlikely that better gear than she already has exists anywhere in this world. I tributed tons of the highest grade items to her, the strongest and the most expensive item cheat in history, though their current owner is even more of a cheat. Despite that, the tamer is still in a black cloak with wooden stick in his hands. Talk about an unfavorable impression for real. Dropping by the guild, I receive another installment of payment for magic stones, and while I'm at it, I also donated the worst weapons to the guild. That absolutely no one wanted to buy. Since the guild was completely out of money due to additional purchases of magic stones, I just gave them away for free. It seems that they were attempting to do a rescue mission, so they probably mobilized adventurers for that. Even crappy weapons that remained unsold would probably be of some use if given away to everyone. Now let's go back to the inn. Day 37, nighttime, the White Weirdo Inn, dining hall. The battle formation was already completed. The atmosphere of the battle could be keenly felt in the air. A flawless encirclement formation, not a single gap could be seen. Once you are in, it's all over. Step there without a plan, and mobile squads on the flanks will immediately cut off the retreat and surround you, denying all means of escape. The formation exists for the sole purpose of offense. Wait, intercept, surround. That's all it was about. No doubt here, that is the arrangement for a sermon. But I didn't come unprepared. I worked on countermeasures. It can be even said that I obtained the ultimate counter. This battle formation is powerless before me. It's onigiri. Come and have as many as you'd like, I guess. Rice? Rice? Onigiri. No one could possibly withstand the allurement of rice balls. It's absolute. I also ate tons of onigiri while I was making them. They were super delicious. Though it is a bit dry, it is finally rice. The formation crumbled in an instant. The flawless encirclement collapsed. And once broken, there is no way to reorganize it. Everyone is stuffing their mouths with onigiri, with tears in their eyes. Rice won. I finally obtained it. This is a victory for the lady from the general store. But this is not final. This is the moment when one has to pursue the enemy that fell into disarray and completely annihilate them. I also have grilled onigiri. Feel free to battle for them, kind of. Grilled onigiri? This is probably long-grained rice. Not as sticky and sweet as Japanese rice and almost somewhat dry, but it is rice. Tomorrow we are having stir-fried rice. Everyone around is busy chewing in complete silence. They can't even speak. The sermon was stripped of all of its power. Everyone ate so much that they can't even move anymore. The sermon formation completely crumbled. Everyone is just lying with smiles on their faces. They have no strength to get angry at me anymore. Simply a bunch of girls, so full they can't take another bite, while looking pretty happy, lying on the floor.